Hi Pokefans, today we are starting a brand new Pokemon adventure and this time I've gone ahead and chosen a Pokemon ROM hack. Now most of you might have played this one before. Personally I have played this game as well. But today we are going to be playing Pokemon Flora Sky. Now it has been quite some years since I haven't really played this game. I think I have played it and completed it once. And the last time I played it, I actually played it from my phone. So this is actually the first time I'm trying to play a ROM hack from my PC. So you might see me actually, trying to figure out the control buttons because I have no idea which button is which one currently. And I think it will take some time. Also, I think maybe the screen might also be enlarged. So I do need to fix that as well. For now, let's go ahead and start out this adventure and I'll actually figure out how to make the screen proper for maybe the next episode. It seems like it's a bit zoomed and I'm trying to fix it over here. Either way, I'm actually very excited to play this game because this was the first game that started me going with the ROM hacks. I've played a lot of other different Pokemon ROM hacks and I think this game is the main foundation for all of those. Without playing this game, I probably wouldn't have played any other ROM hacks as well. So I'm quite happy to go ahead and share this journey with you guys as well. Alright, as usual, let me go ahead and name this character. And as you all know, I'll go ahead and name it as Dash, as that's my name. Other than that, I think it's gonna be a bit different. Certainly the keyboard is kind of being a bit difficult for me over here, but once I adjust to the controller buttons, I think I'll be fine. Alright, I guess it was quite nice to see a Smoochum also over here, and we are going to be starting this new adventure. Alright, now I believe that this is a ROM hack on Pokemon Emerald, Ruby or Sapphire, and that's the reason why the starting sequence is the same, which I don't really mind. I really like those games, so I'm really happy to play its ROM hack. Alright, let's exit the truck that we were in, which is very suspicious. And I do apologize if you see my mouse cursor going around. I'm just trying to still figure out if I should just zoom in or zoom out of the screen, because I have never recorded with this PC. Alright, this should be fine. I think the screen is pretty good enough. Maybe I do have to zoom out a bit more, which I will try in the next episode. For now, I think this is pretty good. I also knew that there was a potion over there, so I went ahead and took it. We do have to reset the clock as well. So let me quickly go ahead and do that. And we can start out this playthrough. Now the beginning of this game is a bit slower, just like all the other Pokemon games. We do have to get our starters. Now since this is a ROM hack, I believe there are a few cutscenes that are going to be different and it's going to be to the storyline of this game. And there is actually a lot of things to do in this first episode. So I'm at least hoping that I will be going to another town before we end out this episode. So let's see how this goes. Alright, as usual, we do have to go ahead and find the professor, so let me do that. And for that, let me actually make my way to the left side house. If you do have the opposite gender character, then you do have to go to the right one. It's just going to be the same thing as in the normal Pokemon games. Also, for this playthrough, I just decided to try out shorter videos just to see how that goes. You can definitely comment down below if you want longer videos than this, just like how I've put for the Nuzlocke challenge. But for now, I'll go ahead and keep these episodes quite shorter and we'll see how that goes. Alright, here we have a very small cutscene with Brandon as usual. And since we have talked to him, we do have to go back out. And to find the professor, we do have to make our way to the Pokemon lab. And as usual in all of the other Pokemon games, you don't really find the professor in the lab, which is kind of a waste of our time since we do have to go over there. But after that, we do have to go to the Route 1. Now, I believe that the route naming convention in this game is a bit different than the normal games. It seems like the naming goes as Route A, Route B, and Route C, so on. So it's gonna be a bit trickier. Now, here we are in Route A, and we do have to enter this very big cave right here. Alright, this is actually gonna be Mount Full Moon. And we do have to enter this very small room over here and interact with the illusion in order to continue the storyline. I do remember small parts of these games, but I think it has been updated after that. So I haven't really played the fully updated game, so I might miss a thing or two. Alright, here we have our chance in getting a starter. And as you might know, it's the same starter that we had in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Okay, which means I guess it's time for me to use a starter which I have never used. You might remember that I did use Piplup in my original playthrough with Shining Pearl. And we did choose Chimcham for the Nuzlocke challenge. Which means I'm actually left with Turtwig. So that's what I'm going to be using in this playthrough. Alright, here we go. Here is my Turtwig. And of course, as usual, we do have to fight a Zigzagoon over here. Which is pretty fine. But I don't think I will be at level 6 once I defeat this Zigzagoon. Alright, there we go. That was quite good. I think the attack of this Turtwig which I have is quite good. It seems like it. And now that we are back in the Pokemon lab, we are going to be getting Turtwig as our starter. Not bad. I'm not going to be naming any of my Pokemons over here just because I think I'm really bad at naming Pokemons and it's just going to take some time up over there. Alright, it seems like we do have to go back and go to the cave once more. And this time we do have to battle against Brandon and win. Only once we win the battle, we are able to move on with the storyline. So let me make my way back. I know it's a bit slower. That's because we still haven't got our running shoes. Once we do get it, I think our character will be able to move much faster. This time I'm going to be going through the third exit. And here is Brandon. Alright. Let's quickly go ahead and talk to him. He is going to be having his own starter Pokemon, which I believe would be Chimchar, who is, I guess, going to be the having an advantage against our starter. I think that's how it's going to go. Now, it seems like our Turtwig isn't really, healed up over here. The last time we had a battle was against the Zigzagoon, and I should have probably gone ahead and talked to my mom once to heal up my team member. But I think for now we should be good. Alright. One good thing about this game is Brandon is not the only one rival that we have. We have many more, which makes it more exciting because the more rival you have, the more challenges you have in a game. And that is the reason why I like this game as well. Alright, we have gone ahead and defeated Brandon over here, so that was quite nice. For some reason, his Chimcham just kept using Leer, which is quite weird. I thought it would at least hit me once, but I guess not. Sadly, we do have to make our way all the way back to the Pokemon lab to continue this storyline. Alright, here we are, and we do have a very small cutscene where we receive the Pokédex as well as a few Pokeballs. We are yet not able to catch any other team members, at least for now until we have another tutorial. Sadly, we can't really skip out all of these tutorials, so I will try and cut them out. Alright, here we have received the Pokeballs, which means we are finally free to go ahead and move on with this game. And I think I should go ahead and train up my team members as well at some point. I remember seeing that the first gym had Pokemons around level 10 to 12. And in this game, we don't really have too many of these trainers, which means I do have to level up my team members myself. Before we move on, we do have this character over here who gives us a sooth bell. So this is a really nice item. I'll go ahead and add this one to my bag. We might need it at some point for one of my team member. Before we leave, I did also want to go ahead and just heal up my team members. So let me quickly do that as well. Alright, since that is done, we are finally able to go ahead and leave this place. Of course, there are a few items that you could buy. That would be a few different kinds of mails, which you will be able to exchange in the future episode to go ahead and get some items. But for now, I think that is not needed, so I'll go ahead and move on. You do have to exit through the middle entrance in order to move on with the storyline. And here is our second rival. This is Sky, and I remember that he had a Hippodon as his starter Pokemon, which is pretty cool. Of course, he's not going to be battling us over here. He's just going to talk to us and get to know us a bit more. Here comes Wally as well, who is another one of our rivals, who is actually going to be showing us how to catch Pokemon. So we do have to go through this tutorial over here. Alright, here we go. As usual, he is going to be catching himself a Rolls, which I probably should as well, considering that the first gym in this game is actually a fighting type gym. Having a Rolls so early in the game is going to be helping us as well. So I think I'll go ahead and catch this one. Alright. Of course, Wally is going to be taking our starter in order to catch this Rolls. So I guess that's cool. The only fault is that we don't really get any EXP from this battle. So we are still going to be at level 6. Alright, there we go. He is going to be finally going ahead and throwing a Pokeball. I really wish that we could actually skip this tutorial. Unfortunately, that's not an option over here. So we do have to go through this one. That's okay. This actually shows that you will be able to find a Rolls in this area, which I will personally go ahead and try to find for myself. I don't really mind the ability for Rolls. I think Synchronize is also fine, equal to Trace. Either of those is totally fine for me, so I'll just try and find a Rolls that is available and just catch it. Alright, there goes Wally, and we are finally free to move on with this game. Okay, here we go. And we are actually lucky enough to find a Rolls. Not bad. Even though it is at level 2, which means I do have to train it up a bit. Rolls doesn't really learn any kind of attack moves until it is level 6, which means we do have 4 more levels of Rolls just trying to use Growl. That's okay. Let me go ahead and try to use a Pokeball. We do have 5 of these, so let's hope we can actually catch it within these 5. As you know, Rolls is a bit tougher to catch, so let's see how this one goes. Okay, that is the waste of our first Pokeball. Let's try with the second one. And we are gonna be catching this Rolls. Not bad. Alright, this is actually a female Rolls, which means I won't be able to evolve it in its Gallade. So it should actually evolve into only a Gardevoir, which is, I think it's fine. We do have a Pokemon Center right here. Finally, the first one we're actually seeing in this game, and I really like the design of this one. Let's quickly go ahead and heal up our team members. And I believe we have another 2 small cutscenes that are coming up. For that, we do have to go ahead and enter the forest entrance, where we are going to be seeing Team Magma members. Quite suspicious, but we can't really interact with them currently, so we do have to ignore them for now. In the later stage of this game, we will be coming back over here, and that's when we will be battling them. Okay, here is a new character who has nothing to do with this game. Mrs. Master doesn't give you any kind of items, nothing, just this very small cutscene. We also have Professor Birch coming back, and he's actually going to be upgrading our Pokédex into a national dex. This is amazing considering that we are able to get the national dex right here before we start our journey. And of course, he's going to be going back. Alright, after all of these smaller cutscenes that we have had, we are finally free to move on. Okay, here in the forest entrance, we do have a different encounters than the one before. So we do get to see some newer Pokemons, which probably I'll not use. I have just used a Starly in my previous playthrough, so I don't want to use it again. Okay, we do have a Patat over here as well. Now if I do find a Pokemon that I really don't want to catch, I will just go ahead and run away. I think that's the easier way to go. And finally we are at the second route of this game. It's gonna be Route B. And I believe we have a different encounter over here as well. This is the first route where we'll be getting our trainers as well. We have around 4 trainers who are going to be having different Pokemons. And here is the first one. Okay, she has a Starly, which is a bit of a trouble. I actually forgot to switch out rolls into the front, as I was thinking I'll do some switch training with it. That's okay, we can actually do that after this one. I don't think the Starly will know any flying type moves, so we should be good with using our Turtwig. Sadly, it did get a crit hit over here, so I might have to go back and heal up my team member before we move on to the next battle. Okay, she also has a Shroomish, that's nice. We won't be able to catch a Shroomish anytime soon. I believe it's gonna be 2 more routes. And we do have to have our first badge as well. So for now, we are just gonna be seeing this Pokemon over here. I also believe I don't think I need this Pokemon, considering that we already have Turtwig, who is a grass type. Let's just hope that Turtwig doesn't go down over here. If it does, then I have no way of winning this battle. I do have to go back and heal up. Okay. It seems like my Turtwig was holding on to a Oranberry, which it had, which is quite useless at this point. I think I should have removed that Oranberry, but that's okay. Seems like the Shroomish is actually using just Absorb, which is not going to do any damage to my Turtwig. So we are able to take down the Shroomish as well. So that is the very first trainer battle that we have won. And it seems like Rolls is finally at level 3. It's gonna be a bit difficult leveling up Rolls, as it's one of those Pokemon that need a lot of EXP to evolve or level up as well. But I will go ahead and just switch it up in front to make sure that it does get EXP each time I go through a battle. Alright, seems like we do have a potion, so I don't really have to, go back and heal my Pokemon right away. I think we can still move on. There is one more item over here, and I think this one should be another potion. Yep, that's quite good. It's always nice to have backup potions and other items, just in case you get stuck and you need to immediately heal your team member. Okay, it might be a bit difficult using Rolls up in front, considering that it is at level 3 itself, and the Pokemon around this route are going to be higher than it. Now, since the Zigzagoon does have pickup ability, I will actually go ahead and catch this one. I think having a lot of Zigzagoons with pickup ability in the beginning of the game in your team is going to be helping you, because they can randomly, pick up any kind of items. It might be a potion, super potion, rare candy, anything. So if you do have a chance to fill up your team with just Zigzagoons for the beginning, just go ahead and do that. Alright, I'm not going to be filling up my team for now. I think I'll just go ahead and catch this one, and maybe offline I'll go ahead and catch the others. Alright, at least this one is at level 4, so it should be able to help me a bit during the battle while switching out. Alright, we have finally got a Zigzagoon. And of course, I'm not going to be using this as an official team member. I'm just going to have it for the sake of it. And here is our second trainer for this route. Alright, let's see which Pokemon he is going to be having. Let's really hope I don't have to deal with some Starlies in this route because I just have a Turtwig in my team. Okay, thankfully this guy actually has a Patrat, which means I should be able to defeat it with my Turtwig. Let me quickly switch out to it and we'll see how this one goes. Okay, seems like the Pokemons are getting a bit higher leveled. We did see only Pokemons around level 14 now. And this trainer has a level 5. And of course it's doing a lot of damage on my Turtwigs, which means I might have to, go ahead and heal up this Pokemon. Okay, it seems like my Turtwig is at level 8, which is quite nice. I think the only Pokemon that I do have to train up at the end of this would probably be my Rolls. Well, that took me some time to go back all the way to the Pokemon Center and heal up my team member. At least we are able to come back over here and challenge the next trainer. Right, seems like we do have a Psychic trainer over here. And as usual, they will have Abras. Now, sadly, my Roll still doesn't have any moves, so I do have to go ahead and switch it out as well. Alright, let me go back and switch out into Turtwig. And let's actually hope this Abra doesn't really have any moves. Okay, it has hidden power. Oh, thank God. It doesn't really do too much damage over here. Alright, that's not bad. We are still able to take it down pretty easily, considering that Abra really doesn't have too much of a defense. And it's not really doing that amount of damage on my Turtwig as well. Alright, Rolls it's at level 4. And now that we have leveled up one more level, that's quite nice. And we do have to move on. There are going to be a lot of berry trees around here, which I think I don't really need to pick up right away. We will go ahead and for now challenge all the trainers in this route. Of course, it's kind of sad that I don't have a repel yet. Sadly, the only shop that we have seen till now doesn't really have any kind of healing items or repels, so I won't be able to buy it for now. Alright, here we have our next trainer. And of course, it's gonna be a bug trainer, so I'm excited to see what Pokemon he has. Okay, he has 2. And the first one is gonna be a Wurmple. Not bad. I think this Wurmple isn't really gonna give us that amount of EXP, so not really sure which Pokemon he's gonna have next after this. For now, let's go ahead and try to take this one down. Alright, it's nice to see it actually use String Shot and not Tackle. I'm pretty sure it does know that move at this level, so it's nice to see that it's not really attacking us. Alright, one more tackle from us should be able to take down this Wurmple over here. It is kind of sad that my Turtwig is a lot less faster now because of the String Shot. But as long as we don't really get too much damage, we should be good. Okay, he has a Combi. Now that is a bit concerning. I'm hoping the Combi doesn't know Gust. If it does, then we are gonna have a lot of trouble with our Turtwig. Okay, the Combi is at level 5. And let me actually switch back into Turtwig. Now I'm still getting used to these controls, so I'm still struggling with which button goes to which Pokemon. I think by the next episode I will get a hang of it. For now I think I'll still be struggling. Okay, unfortunately this Pokemon actually knows the move Gust, which means I do have to take it down before it decides to take me down. Okay. Okay, alright. At least this turn it actually used Sweet Scent instead of Gust. And that's nice. Alright. And we have taken down the Combi as well. Rolls is at level 5. I believe Turtwig is gonna be at level 9. Quite good. And Turtwig has finally learned Absorb. Now this move is gonna help us. I don't think I do have to go back and heal once more just because of this move. So let's move on. There is one more trainer left before we go to the next town. So let me go ahead and find that trainer. Alright, here is another Starly. Starlings are a bit scarier because they are faster and sometimes my rolls tends to not run away when I need it. Alright, let me just talk to this NPC. It seems like he's not a trainer, so that's good. Alright, here is our last trainer for this route. So let's see which Pokemon this trainer has. Of course, he has only one. And he has a Shinx. Alright. Shinx is another Pokemon that I won't be using in this playthrough just because I had just used it in my Nuzlocke challenge. If you haven't seen my Nuzlocke challenge, go ahead and check it out. It's my Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Nuzlocke challenge and I have just ended that challenge. Alright, here I might have to actually use my potion just to heal up Turtwig enough that it should be able to take down the Shinx. Sadly, my rolls actually went down over here. That was actually unexpected, but I guess it won't be getting the EXP. Since this is not a Nuzlocke challenge, I don't have to worry about my rolls going down. I can just go ahead and heal it up in the Pokemon Center in the next town and we can actually train it up. Alright, there we go. We have defeated the Shinx as well. And finally, we are going through the Union Gate. Here is our next city, which is actually Pure City. Not bad. We do have a TM right here. If you do talk to this NPC, she's going to be giving us double team, which is pretty good. I don't think I'll use this TM, but it's always nice to have it. And we have finally reached the next town. I think this is actually a good place to end out this episode. In the next episode, we'll go ahead and train up Rolls a bit as well as challenge the first gym, which is going to be quite exciting. Either way, thank you all for watching my video. Please like, share and subscribe to this channel. And I know this is going to be a bit smaller episode. That's what I'm trying to aim for with this challenge. And I'll see you guys in the next one.